Some castles are so dramatic, perched right on a cliffside, they honestly look like they've been pulled straight out of a storybook. Well, today we're taking a trip to one of Scotland's absolute coastal jewels, a place where incredible history and just jaw-dropping views collide, Culzean Castle.
And let me tell you, that reputation is 100% earned. I mean, when people call your castle one of the most beautiful in a country that's famous for its castles, you know you're in for something special. And Culzean really, really delivers. It's not just a building, it's this perfect fusion of amazing architecture and an even more amazing landscape.
And its location? Wow, it's everything. Just picture it. You're standing on these cliffs in Ayrshire, and the huge Firth of Clyde is stretching out as far as you can see. The whole setting feels incredibly powerful, right? You've got the waves crashing down below, but it's also so peaceful with these huge sweeping views. It's the kind of place that just grabs your attention and doesn't let go.
But, as stunning as the outside is, the real magic of Culzean is actually carved right into its stones. This place isn't just another pretty building, it's a time capsule. It's holding literally centuries of Scottish history, from the brutal reality of clan warfare to the absolute glamour of high society life.
This timeline really shows you how much this place has changed over the years. I mean, it started way back in the 12th century as a medieval fortress for a family called the de Sulls. Then, for centuries, it got beat up during fights between rival clans. But the real game changer came in the 19th century when the Campbell family turned it into the grand, elegant estate that we see today. And then its story came full circle in 1952, when it was preserved as a national treasure for all of us to enjoy.
And you can actually read this history in the castle's architecture itself. It's this incredible mix of two totally different styles. On the one hand, you've got these tough, fortified parts of a classic Scottish tower house, built for defense. But then you also have these super elegant French-inspired Renaissance details that are all about beauty and showing off your status. It's a castle that was truly built for both war and peace.
All right, so let's step through that grand entrance and see what kind of treasures are waiting for us inside. The outside is seriously impressive, but the interior, well, that tells an even richer story.
So once we're inside, we're going to explore the heart of the castle. We'll see the massive scale of the Great Hall and then the quiet peacefulness of the Chapel Royal. We'll also check out all the amazing art and artifacts that really make this place feel like a living museum.
Our first stop has to be the Great Hall. And let me tell you, this room was designed to just make your jaw drop. This was the social center of the whole castle. Those super high ceilings and all the fancy details weren't just for looks. They were a statement. They were meant to scream power and wealth, a space built for the biggest parties and most important events.
Okay, so we go from the public show-off space of the Great Hall into the much more intimate Chapel Royal. Here, the vibe totally changes. The focus shifts from impressing guests to quiet reflection. The room is just filled with these amazing wood carvings and beautiful colored light streaming through the stained glass windows. It's like a little peaceful sanctuary tucked away inside all that stone.
And what really makes the castle feel alive is that it's not some empty shell. It is filled with historical treasures. You've got priceless paintings, period furniture, incredible tapestries. But honestly, it's the smaller things, like ancient coins and bits of pottery found right on the property, that give you this direct connection to the people who actually walked these halls hundreds of years ago.
All right, let's head back outside now because the beauty definitely doesn't stop at the castle walls. It extends out into this amazing living landscape that surrounds it.
The grounds here are a whole destination by themselves. These perfectly manicured gardens create such a peaceful atmosphere. It's the perfect living contrast to the stone fortress. And as you wander around, you're always rewarded with those absolutely breathtaking views out over the sea.
A setting this perfect and this timeless is just so captivating that it's basically become a star in its own right. Culzean has actually been used as a filming location for a bunch of movies and TV shows, probably most famously for the series Hamish Macbeth. So when you put it all together, the history, the architecture, the art, the landscape, you really start to understand why Culzean is considered a true national treasure. It's a legacy that's now being carefully preserved for every single one of us to experience.
And if after all this you're thinking, I have got to see this place for myself, well, you're in luck. The castle is open to visitors all year round. The main season is from April to October, and with really reasonable ticket prices, this incredible piece of Scottish history is totally accessible for everyone to go and experience. So we'll leave you with this final thought. We've covered centuries of history today, but you just can't shake the feeling that we're only scratching the surface. If these ancient castle walls could actually talk, can you imagine the other incredible stories they'd tell?
Stories of clan rivalries, secret deals, and royal whispers. It's just a powerful reminder of all the history that's still living and breathing in places like this.